You're watching TAG TV.
Good evening, welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Monday, the 27th of August. 4 militants arrested in India's Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan's top court extends deadline to conclude corruption cases against Nawaz Sharif. And Nepal observes a traditional festival of life and death. And now for all the details. 4 militants were arrested by security forces in Kupwara district of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province on Sunday. The militants were reportedly arrested as they were attempting to exfiltrate across the line of control.
4 militants were arrested from Kupwara district of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province on Sunday. The terrorists, who were newly recruited by Al-Badr terror group, were identified as Umar Bashir, Umar Ahmed Sheikh, Wasim Ahmed Khan and Tariq Ahmed. Senior security officials said the militants were arrested as they were attempting to exfiltrate across the line of control.
Dawn break of 26 August, security forces, while searching the hoax, overpowered and captured these newly joined terrorists with arms when they cried out. It has been learned that they had recently joined the ranks of Al-Badr Tanzim and were planning to exfiltrate to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir for training with 3 hardcore Al-Badr terrorists.
India accuses Pakistan of regularly arming and infiltrating militants across the border to spread unrest in Kashmir Valley. Pakistan denies the allegations.
In news from Pakistan, Pakistan's Supreme Court on Monday ordered a 6-week extension in the deadline for concluding the remaining 2 corruption references against former Premier Nawaz Sharif and his family. The order was issued after an accountability court judge submitted a written request for the extension to the Apex Court last Friday. On July 6th, Sharif was sentenced to 10 years while his daughter Maryam Nawaz was sentenced to 7 years over the purchase of luxury flats in London in the 1990s. Sharif and Maryam were arrested on July 13th, minutes after they returned from Britain, seeking to revitalize the PMLN party ahead of the general election on July 25th. Meanwhile, Sharif's son-in-law, Mohammad Safdar, was also sentenced to 1 year in jail in the case. And moving on, protests have continued in Gilgit Baltistan in the aftermath of recent militant attacks on educational institutions in the illegally occupied region. The attacks not only brought to light the security threat looming large on Gilgit Baltistan, but also its crumbling educational infrastructure.
After several educational institutions were torched by militants in Dayamar district of Gilgit Baltistan earlier this month, protests have continued across the illegally occupied region. Hundreds of people, including civil society members, activists and residents, recently took out a protest rally seeking safety of children and schools. The protesters strongly condemned the attacks and criticized the government for the crumbling security situation.
इस रैली के जरिए गिलगित बल्तिस्तान के तमाम आवाम की जानिब से दयामर के आवाम के साथ, दयामर के असातिज़ा के साथ, दयामर के तलबा व तालिबात के साथ यकजहती का इजहार करते हैं.
Gilgit Baltistan had witnessed similar attacks in the past, but no security measures were taken by the Pakistan government, which has misruled the region for over 70 years. The recent attacks are evidence of the failed administration and security structure in the illegally occupied region. Education is still a distant dream for the people of Gilgit Baltistan, as the little they had has also been reduced to ashes.
In news from Afghanistan, after winning the safety award at a major event in Mexico, the Allgirls Afghan robotic team returned home on Sunday. The team competed with the 175 countries and has received many awards and recognition earlier as well.
The Allgirls Afghan robotic team returned home on Sunday after winning a major award at First Global Challenge 2018 robot competition held in Mexico. The team won Safety Award for their models while competing with high school children from 175 other countries. The event, which aimed promoting environment-friendly models and technology, was held from August 15 to 18. It was also attended by researchers, scientists and inventors.
ما تونستیم award safety award به دست بیاریم بین 25 تا از awardها و بین 175 کشور. گمرک نیویورک رو چک کردم، وقتی که مطمئن شدن که این خطر نداره دوباره درست بسته‌بندی نکرده بودن، فرستادن به مکزیک. وقتی که اونجا رسیده بود بعضی از وسایل مهم ربات شکسته بود، بعضی از قسمت‌ها گم شده بود و این باعث شد که ما به 2 روزی که به مسابقات مونده بود به 2 روز دوباره ربات خور بسازیم.
The team also did a successful tour in Canada and the United States in May. It also won the Entrepreneur Award at Europe's biggest robot festival in November last year. A well-recognized award was awarded to the team at an international robotics competition in Washington in July last year, and they were welcomed at an international event in Amsterdam in the Netherlands in October 2017.
Moving on to news from Nepal, Nepal's former Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deoba criticized the government on Sunday for not taking any action against the culprits in the rape and murder case of a teenager girl. Deoba also lashed out at the government for using excessive force to quell protest demanding justice for the victim.
Nepal's former Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deoba has criticized the government, accusing it of trying to protect the culprits in the rape and murder of a 13-year-old girl in the Kanchanpur district. Speaking at the parliament on Sunday, opposition leader Deoba also criticized the government for using excessive force to quell protests demanding justice for the girl, wherein a teenage boy was also killed. Several people were injured as the protests demanding justice for the rape victim intensified in the past week in Kanchanpur district. Police and protesters clashed several times since the locals protested after police paraded a mentally challenged man as the main suspect. The authorities in the district later also clamped curfew as the protests turned violent. Local residents claimed the mentally challenged man was innocent and police is protecting the real criminal.
More news from Nepal. Residents in Nepal's Kirtipur observed the traditional Gayathri festival in a unique way on Monday. Traditionally, families who have lost a relative during the past year lead a cow during a procession. But in Kirtipur, locals donned attires of mythical characters.
Scores of people in Nepal's ancient city of Kirtipur on Monday gathered to celebrate the Gayathri festival, also known as a procession of cows, in a unique way. Traditionally, families who have lost a relative during the past year lead a cow in the procession. But in Kirtipur, denizens roamed around the city donning various attires reflecting mythical characters and costumes worn on during Halloween in foreign countries. The festival is mainly observed by the Newar community. The bereaved families offer fruits, bread, beaten rice, curd and money to those participating in the procession.
जो पनि दुखी हुन्छन् न यो एक दिन चाहिँ हामी जस्तो सक्छौं त्यसरी हसाएर एकछिन प्रयास गर्ने छौं मेरो यात्राक्रम त 2056 सालदेखि नै हो निरन्तर अहिलेसम्म भइरहेछ.
The festival is also a time when the common public mocks politicians and reflects society's issues through various acts. During the 17th century, Nepal's ruler King Pratap Malla is said to have invited people to march in costumes and perform stunts and plays in front of his palace. It was done to make his grief-stricken wife smile after the death of their son. The queen eventually smiled and accepted the loss of her son. Many people believe the parade has continued ever since.
First rural market shed for selling organic products was inaugurated in India's northeastern Manipur province on Sunday. The market shed has been constructed under Indian government's Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture scheme.
Residents of Kachai village, Ukhrul district in India's northeastern Manipur province on Sunday got their first rural market shed for selling organic products. The market was inaugurated by the province's Horticulture and Soil Conservation Minister. The market shed has been constructed under the Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture or MIDH scheme.
Today we inaugurated, constructed, because this one, so women vendors especially. So women vendors, so before they have no place to sell their products. Now we constructed here, they will sell here, and this buyer also, they will come here, and it will be this very beneficial for farmers now.
Organic farming is basically a technique where farming is done without the use of fertilizers or other chemicals. This kind of farming relies on green manure, crop rotation, compost and biological pest control so as to produce chemical-free foods.
A 2-month-long water ski camp has been organized in Srinagar city of India's Jammu and Kashmir province. The camp aims to teach participants about the balance and techniques of the water sport.
In a bid to promote water sports, a 2-month-long water skiing camp has been organized for adrenaline junkies in Srinagar city of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. Organized at the famous tourist spot Dal Lake, the camp aims to train participants in balancing and wave skiing. Individual focus is also an important element of the camp, where each and every participant is being taught techniques in a detailed manner. All the safety measures have been taken by the experts.
बेसिक्स हमें सिखा रहे हैं, वेव्स हमें सिखा रहे हैं, बैलेंसिंग हमें सिखा रहे हैं कि पूरा बैलेंस हमें दो स्कीम्स है उन दोनों पे करना है. एक ही साइड पे हमें वेट नहीं डालना है, दोनों स्कीम्स पे इक्वल वेट करना है. वो सब हमें सिखा रहे हैं, बेसिक्स सिखा रहे हैं, वेव्स सिखा रहे हैं, बाकी चीज़ें भी सिखा रहे हैं.
बाकी यहाँ पे जो वाटर स्पोर्ट्स है इसको भी बढ़ावा मिलेगा, पर्यटन को भी बढ़ावा मिलेगा, स्थानीय जो व्यक्ति है उनको रोजगार मिल रहा है, बहुत सारी चीज़ें इसके साथ जुड़ रही हैं.
The valley has many water bodies, giving water sports a platform to grow. Such an event was last held in 2011, but it ended abruptly. But organizers this year expect it to benefit the youngsters and their interests.
Bollywood actors brought the curtains down on Lakme Fashion Week as they walked the ramp for ace Indian designers in showbiz capital Mumbai on Sunday. The fashion show is held twice every year where new and ace designers showcase the latest collections. Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. 4 militants arrested in India's Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan's top court extends deadline to conclude corruption cases against Nawaz Sharif. And Nepal observes a traditional festival of life and death. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.